This is an analogy.
Poor country. And I watched my relatively wealthy family become poorer and poorer and poorer, despite working harder and harder as their money disappeared.
I'd like to close the program to get your view on Ms. Badenoch and a continued negative narrative against Nigeria. It does look like a campaign to the UK people about how she feels about Nigeria.
She's how the daughter of a professor of Unilag, a father who was a medical doctor, a girl who went to the international school at Unilag, will make it sound like she was selling groundnuts and selling water in Lagos in order to advance her political career. She will soon learn that you don't throw your own people and your own culture under the bus in order to advance your career. She's making a mistake, but she will soon learn. She will soon learn. I mean, after all, right now, the right wing, what we call the right wing, there's even a right wing political party in the United Kingdom that is even to the right of the Conservative Party. So what she should be focusing on is how to regain that the right wing profile of the Conservative Party and leave Nigeria alone.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. My presentation continues, but on this particular one, I needed to quickly add my voice to it. Can you guys acknowledge my voice, that you can hear me, so that we can kickstart, move on with this broadcast today? While I'm waiting for you guys to quickly acknowledge my voice, I'd like to acknowledge some of you right there already on the comment section. Start with my mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. I appreciate you. Good evening to you. Thank you very much. Wisdom Lucky, I appreciate you. Joshua Aya, Merrick Imade, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much, my people. Mavis, Amarase, Sarah Daddy, Dixon Daagbon, God bless you all. Sagovo Konga, Austin Prince, Peggy Modi, God bless you, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today, my people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all. Georgia Fosa Benedion, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good evening to you. We have Lucy Eno with us. Who again? Adewale James Babayale is with us as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shata Gujomi, thank you very much, man. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you very much, Tonya Tom. I can see you in the building. Thank you, Prince Alabo. Prince Alabo, we are looking forward to you coming to the panel today. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you for all that you do. Now, James, Positive Mind. I can see you, Kingsley Ogerahi. Prince Aka, I can see you as well. Christian CXL, good evening to you all. Peter Ife is with us as well. Thank you. And okay, Patty Solomon, thank you very much. God bless you all. Rosemary Osas, thank you. Okay, good. Thank you very much, everyone, for acknowledging my voice. And God bless you. Jota Hoy, just coming in. Good evening to you as well. You see, this particular Kemi Badenoch, her statements, you know, have been trending for the past 2 days or 3 days now. The previous statement about the police force also trends. Then everybody moved on. This particular one is currently trending right now. I've not actually said anything about it. I only presented it. And I said, Nigerian government, all you need to do to go beg this lady, make she forgive una, because we don't know where una foresee una self. That was my submission. And in most cases, those kind of submission are very, very hypocritical. But as a media, sometimes we do it. It's part of it. When I was in university, I was taught that yes, sometimes being hypocritical, have to be applied, especially when you are addressing some certain things. All the media in the world apply it. But when it now comes to being hypocritical versus being satanic, and then not the problem, not the problem there. But I want to make submission on that particular statement now. That's why I have to put on my camera to say it how it is. You see that statement? A lot of us have criticized the lady. No, not a lot. Few Nigerians have criticized the lady, while majority of Nigerians have agreed on that statement that she made. And I want to say, I personally, I agree with her 100%. Let's say it how it is. Many of us don't want to fall in trouble. We are being hypocritical when it comes to saying things like that. How we talked just now. You don't want to offend anybody because it's close to the government. That's what almost everybody is doing, especially the people that are on that are on the front line. Everybody's just being careful. Not concern me. Not concern me. Not concern me. That's what everyone is doing. It's just like a football. When you see players like Arsenal now, they are very useless at the moment. When you see players start passing to each others, nobody want to go forward. Pass, go give that one. Not be by hand, they go square put. Pass, go give the other one. Not be by hand, they go square put. Everybody start passing left, right. Then you are not going anywhere. At the end, you end up losing the match, or probably if you are lucky enough, you will draw the match. Let's come to the realism of our life right now. What this lady is saying, if we need to be sincere and realistic, truthful to ourselves, what she's saying is the truth. A lot of small businesses are crumbling right now in Nigeria. A lot of them, based on what she just said. Now, that's a power talk just now, telling us that, yes, how her father was a professor, she went to University of Lagos or whatever, blah, blah, blah. She's talking like someone who was selling granite on the street and all that. You don't need to sell granite in the street, or rather on the street, for you to be hit with this dilapidating economy in your country. We should say it how it is. The only reason why you see that these oppressors cannot get to, not even close to people like this, because Kemi Badenoch is up there, right? While our leaders are also up there. So all of them are here. So the law of Nigeria doesn't have anything to do with Kemi Badenoch. You cannot do anything with her. Never. One, Kemi Badenoch she don't live in Nigeria. She's not willing to live in Nigeria, probably till she die. Now, Nigeria government is only looking, they can't do anything. But what Kemi Badenoch is saying now, let's assume let's put someone else on Kemi Badenoch's shoes, and you live in Nigeria. These people will start oppressing you, suppressing you, intimidating you. Probably they might even buy you. That's why you see that almost all our elites in Nigeria now cannot tell us the truth anymore. All of them are scared. And that is what we need to fight. A country where you cannot speak freely without any kind of fear. In the UK, I can speak how I like. I was taken to the court in the UK for driving offense. Yes. And I was able to speak to defend myself, even though I know I'm wrong. But when you are trying to give a negative narration over my driver, I say, no, not be so it happen. I don't want to go on that now. Nobody will come from your back to slap your ear. Say, hey, George, they talk, you they talk. Who born you? He boza for your head. That's what they will do it for Nigeria. Or me now, go see Tinubu for London. My president, I'll say for London, I'll feel questioner. I feel ask him any question why I like. And nobody where they follow and the protector go feel there, raise their hand on me. But make I try for Nigeria. Just common governors for here. You can't hear them. They are satanic supporters that is some of them listening to us now. Now the offender you say, who be you? Because someone told me then, now the level 1% there, you know if you reach out forever. Just imagine that statement. Because they believe our leaders must be worshipped. That is the mindset of many of them. That you can't question them, you can't criticize them, you can't do anything. Whereas for UK, I feel Tinubu for Heathrow Airport. The NUC president the other day, me and I entered the same plane. By God's grace, the same class we did. I interviewed him. I asked him questions, and he listened to me. But if not Nigeria, you will not see all this Agberu in the name of security, where they protect them. Now, the slap will fake give you safe. You go get sense now. They behave like animals. Normally, tell me what is wrong questioning your president, your governor, your leaders. So, Kemi Bagno, Nigerian government not do anything. And I saw today when today had not posted it on his platform. And my mission there was to read comment section. Guess what? A lot of people were really praises of Kemi Bagno. Say, thank you. Now you be our voice now. Fear not, we will in Nigeria, fear not they let us talk at all. So some of us are just being hypocritical by saying, oh, she will soon learn. Like that a patoka is that. She will soon learn. Learn how? How is she going to learn? The worst thing that can happen now to Kemi Bagno, say she go contest to become the Prime Minister of the UK, maybe she not will win. Simple. That's the worst thing that can happen to her. The worst. She can't learn anything. That one says she will too learn. How? How is she going to learn? Learn what? Normally, is she lying against our country? I understand our level in life, going on the national ground like that to criticize your country, to bring your country down is not a good thing. But if our government don't like us to speak like that, it's just like other Nigerians that talk through at their social media platforms and all that. It's almost the same thing. If you don't want us to today, you do the right thing for Christ's sake. We don't use every kind of language in the world. Call you, make you do the right thing. None of you is listening to us. Nobody is listening to us. No matter how you want to communicate with these people, they don't listen to you. Why can't we say, Kemi now, they talk from UK now based on our class. Will I say the thing they hit them? Well, she's just being the voice of the voiceless. If we want to be, realistic, she's being a voice of the voiceless. Even though I know what she's doing don't supposed to be, but the government can do. Listen, the only way you can counter your critiques is by doing the right thing. It's just like somebody telling you that you cannot amount to anything. My parents actually brought me up that anybody who look down at you cannot amount to anything, always prove to them, say, no, you're not rich. Many of now they listen to me so now many people never tell and say you cannot amount to anything. Sometimes from your family self, sometimes your friends, sometimes some of now they and your husband don't tell you say you can't amount to anything. Some of now your wife don't tell you. Some of now go sit down, go put one like this, they think about your life. No, your duty is to prove that person wrong. Say no, you not be God. You will put every effort. If you used to have a level of effort of 7, increase it to 10. Just to prove those people wrong. People who said you can't amount to anything. So the Nigerian government, the only way, my advice to you now, you can fight Kemi Bagno back is by doing the right thing. And then let people like us start to fight her. Say, Kemi Bagno, hey, good. Sheesh. Our government are doing well right now. But I cannot be saying our government is doing well when they are not doing well. People are languishing away in hunger right now in Nigeria. So on that, this is my submission. Kemi Bagno is right. She's right. Businesses cannot grow in Nigeria. That's just the truth. The only way your business will grow in Nigeria, you yourself have to be part of the satanism by making life difficult for your patronizers. And that is not how to run a proper business. That's why you see almost everybody in Nigeria lie and lie and lie. It's like a culture now. Everybody lie. Sometimes I just see myself, I've been only be the different person within this country. I will tell the complaint for almost everybody here they lie. I don't understand why everybody lie. No truth for their mouth for this country. And the reason for all this kind of backward lifestyle right now is the satanic government that have been ruling us since God knows when, till date. So, Nigerian government, the only way you can stop this woman from talking is to start doing the right thing. I bet you she will stop talking. If she did not stop, people like us and many other concerned Nigerians will tackle her. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. I appreciate you all. I'd like us to continue with our presentation. Wike lambasted Reuben Abati of Arise. I'd like us to listen to this.
Like fully as a state are supposed to be.
But the courts have
why not wait? No, you only so that's why in your station you carry wrong stories. What the Supreme Court interpreted FCT as a state is probably election. They had the same status in election. After FCT is not a member of FAC. FCT does not collect from the federal allocation. We only take from what the federal government takes a 1%. So that when you are saying Supreme Court has interpreted, give the proper interpretation. And that's when I see what you would do in your station, I said, where are these people coming from? We are taking that political interpretation that for the purposes of this election, FCT is seen as a state. Does not mean per se that FCT is as a state collecting money from the federation account. Yeah. You must say you have to sit down.
Excellency, the Constitution says that Mr. President is the governor of FCT, Section 299, and we can see you also enjoying some of those powers. I mean, which FCT minister goes
why not listen? Why not listen? Why not listen? That's why you misinform people. You see, you have quoted, Mr. President is the governor. We have agreed. He's the governor of what? FCT. In quote, governor. As a state, if actually is a state, can you have a president at the same time as a governor? No, Mr. Rice. Mr. Rice.
That is
educate the people.
Yes.
The point we are making. Mr. President is governor who oversees the federal capital territory. But the federal capital territory is not a state as per state in the sense that you can take allocation from the federation account. But you can, for whatever that comes to the federal government, you take 1% of that. Right? Now, so if you begin to see that, it is difficult. But if you are saying for political reasons, whether FCT should be seen as a state in terms of what percentage you should have to make you be victorious, say 2/3 or 1/3, as the case may be, FCT is counted as a state.
Excellency, a recent video went viral where the president, commended your incredible strides within the FCT and even citing that he had doffed his hat for you. What was your reaction to that? How did you feel? And would you describe it as one of your most defining moments as an FCT minister?
Ask yourself this question. Your boss says he's very happy with what you're doing. How do you feel?
Certainly happy.
So the question is, if your boss, I'm coming. Yeah. If your boss said, look, I'm happy with what he's doing. I'm happy. I feel satisfied. Even though the question was asked mischievously by Arise. With all due respect to you. And that's what we're saying in this country today. in this country, and that's how we keep journalism. That was the presidential media chat. Presidential media what? Chat.
It's because some other ministers.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse. Petition Tribunal, where post-election matters are being heard, and we have our correspondent Ameze on the ground, and let's get updates from you. Ameze, good morning, and let's get updates. We understand that there is a security shift at the proceedings. What gave rise to it?
All right, good morning, Philip. There's actually been a shift of the time for court proceedings to commence. It's going to be commencing around 12 p.m. today. We do not know exactly why, but we're hopeful that it will commence at the exact time that it's going to be starting. And most definitely, the security presence right here is just as high as it was yesterday. If I would be honest, it seems it's even higher, probably because of what happened yesterday, the fracas that happened between the APC and some personnel of the security forces that were here. Today, we're expecting to see the PDP present their witnesses. Yesterday, they could not do this, and that's why court was adjourned till today. Basically because they did not bring the schedule on time, at least 24 hours before time. So hopefully today, the witnesses will be called upon to, of course, give their accounts and testaments.
That's the area where the proceeding is going on will be condoned off. And can you tell us, so far since morning, has there been any skirmishes?
All right, right now, everywhere is actually calm. Okay, it seems as though nothing is even going on. No one has actually come. The lawyers who are counsels to the parties, the respondents who are supposed to be here at the tribunal hearing are not here yet, probably because of the shift of time. But hopefully we get to see them much later today.
Thank you very much, Ameze, for taking our time to give us an update on that. And that's it on today's TMI, just to let you know what's happening basically.
The Edo State Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Benin on Monday continued the hearing of the case brought by Asoremi Godare of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who is contesting the election victory of Senator Monday Okpebholo as the state governor. During the session, the first respondent requested to adjourn the hearing, citing the recent filling of the petitioner's witness list, which was served just 10 minutes before the proceedings. According to tribunal protocol, witness schedules are typically shared 24 hours in advance, creating a procedural concern. The counsel to respondent further said that yesterday they've put a call across to the petitioner counsel concerning their schedule of witnesses because they've not been served, and petitioner said in reply to their call that their witness list was not yet ready. He further said that their humble submission that the petitioner by their own choice rendered further proceedings in this matter today impossible. In the circumstances, they will wish to say that they will be ready to come back tomorrow because they were just served by respondent their witness schedule. However, the petitioner counsel, Ken Mosai San, explained that the delay in submitting witness information was unintentional, stemming from threats made against them. The PDP state chairman allegedly threatened to apprehend Godare's witnesses during a television broadcast, which they presented as a video clip to the tribunal. This intimidating communication has left the petitioner's witnesses fearful about their safety, necessitating assurances that were not provided by the respondent. The petitioner urged the tribunal to deny the respondent request for adjournment, advocating instead for the case to progress. The case was adjourned to Tuesday, 21st, 2025.
APC, INEC, and the government objected to it that the schedule of witnesses ought to have been set on them 24 hours before we start taking witnesses. But they just tried it today and set it on them by 9:45 a.m. and because of that sitting by 10 a.m. And now said they just serve them. They need to go through the schedule of witnesses, then look at the witnesses they're going to take their statement, juxtapose them with the exhibits they're going to take them through them. And so they said it was too short, time is too short. Court on its own, in their wisdom, said there should be fair hearing. On that, they now adjourn this matter to tomorrow.
In other cases heard, the tribunal adjourned the proceedings of EPT EDGOV 05-2024 to January 22, 2025. and for EPTEDGOV06 2024 and EPTEDGOV07 2024 to January 23, 2025, allowing each party to prepare adequately for their hearing. From the State High Court, Benin City, Faith Dibier reporting for AFMI Reporters TV.
If you want my boys to leave, tell those bosses. People are inside, let them leave. They will tell you because why they are inside is not their weaknesses. We have to don't do that. Try to explain do it. Especially this boy, this DSS boy. We know you must have problem here. You, this one. If you don't come and move, just problem here.
Well, not surprising actually, and I'm not even worried because of this. I'm worried because with the history of courtism we have in Edo State that the current government is trying to suppress and calm down, which some persons are already giving him credit for, and with how well our people are used to exaggerating, increasing, overheating the polity, I think the state government, as a matter of urgent concerns, should take this as a breach of peace and tranquility in this state. But unfortunately, it seems like it is the tool of the state government to continue to cause intimidation and fear in the minds of people that want to speak against it, because it may just be their own way. I've seen videos, alleged, nobody has related that to me, saying that some persons of the opposition should never step their foot. And I think, as a matter of fact, party structures, party system, politicians, government officials should call people like that to order. And when the people now personally begin to take the pain or take the burden of addressing these concerns and asking the various authorities to look into this, that should also make them also do it publicly. But it seems like it's the stock in trade, and I'm worried. Worried for two genuine reasons. Worried that we are creating, or we are sowing a seed that in the future we may regret, because this is really, it's heart-wrenching for me personally to consider that this is what we are gradually turning into. We are going back to
my presentation today. It's time for us to start talking right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you for your time with us today. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share, take our voices far today. We're just going to take it the way we have it here. We might not likely stay longer today, hopefully, because yesterday we did 5 hours for the first time in 2025. Thank you very much, my people. For those of you just coming in now, I appreciate you all. We need to move on right now. The state of our state, Edo State, is not pleasing. We deliberated on it yesterday. It was a heated broadcast yesterday where a lot of us agree and disagree with each others, over how the whole thing is going on in our state. No human being that blood runs through your vein should be happy over what is currently happening in our state. Nobody should be happy about it. Even though it's favorable to you at this particular moment, you shouldn't rejoice on it. But still, what do I know? Because this whole thing is coming all the way from federal. Nothing is working in our country. As you know, for this to be happening right now in Edo State, there are some sort of power that these people are looking all the way from federal that makes them to do what they're doing. You should have that in mind. This is one of the things I was saying, although some of you try reaching out to me over the broadcast yesterday saying that, I should leave Obaseki alone. Obaseki did not do anything, did not do that. You guys don't understand. We are not talking about Obaseki is not the governor of Edo State right now. We only reference it to how this whole thing started. except some of you just choose to be daft and you don't want to see that. Yes, when I continue to explain myself to you, that means, unfortunately, I'm sorry, that means you choose to be daft, because we are not talking about the current governor of Edo State, Monde Okpebolo, right? Yes, we are talking about, yes, Obasaki tried. He did well by suppressing, or rather locking these people for so long not to misbehave in the state and all that. I don't know how he did it, and I applauded him for that. But if you did those things and you went back to them again, not you this time, after I went back to them again, wanted to work with them, my question is, what do you wanted them to do for you? So listen, guys, if you want anything bad in our state to be eradicated in totality, please, you have to do that in totality. There's no need of, more cut here, come on, more remove here, come out. If you want it to be out, let it be out, and let's have a peaceful state, for Christ's sake. At the moment now, the state is not peaceful. You and I know that. And it's not going well. We're in a state of where nobody can speak anymore. If you speak, like my brother, Mr. Common Sense just stated, if you speak, they trace you to your house in Benin right now. So it's very, very unfortunate. This is why when it's bad, it's bad. Don't have anything to do with anything that is bad. If not, tomorrow it will come back again to haunt every one of us. And that is what we all are saying today. But I'm not sure how this whole thing, the petition is going to go. But unfortunately, what I'm hearing left and right is a little bit scary, which I'm not going to talk or go that area. Just want the judges to do their job, and let's see how it goes. But it would be nice if the judges do what is right. To be honest, it would be nice, because the reason why people like me now, unfortunately, I don't have single trust in our judges because of what they did to Peter Obi in 2023 general election. So now we're in Edo State now, although some of us are pretentiously saying, "Oh, yes, I know the judges will do the right thing this time." Judges, that's fine. If you have faith in them, there's nothing wrong with it, because anybody can change. But if you ask me, I'm worried. I'm worried. Let move on, declare, let him move on, so that we all can join ahead to make the state work. No, we don't want to do anything. I want to do one. But we really need to be honest to ourselves. Okpebolo don't win that election. To be honest, we don't say the truth where they come from, but I know they like him. Like I say sometimes when I talk, say Tinubu don't win a presidential election. So people they verse, that idiot called from UK the other time, insulting me, say Peter Obi did not win it either. Blah blah blah. You guys saw it when that idiot was insulting me here. When I said Tinubu did not win the election. Yes, maybe some people will still calling today now to still insult my enemy, but that election will happen for Edo State. If you want to be honest to yourself, Okpebolo win that election. Now, so we have to deceive ourselves. You have to go like this, right? We have to deceive ourselves just because, what will favor us. Ebo Stone and Tony Kabaka today that is shaking the Benin City or Edo State, if they were to be working for Aswa Igodaro, and this happened, will they allow it? Let's assume this election, maybe as Aswa go meet at that time, they decided to work with Aswa, and this thing can't happen. You think say Tony Kabaka and Ebo Stone go allow this, make it happen? Obviously, they will not allow it to happen. So what Ebo Stone and Tony Kabaka is doing, they are protecting their principal, because that's what they were hired for. Let's say it how it is. They were hired to do the job they are doing now. So if you are blaming Okpebolo for hiring them, then you have to blame everybody that have hired them in the past. That was my stand yesterday. There's no way you go take shook your eye, shine your eye, open your eye, where go make me change that statement. It's the truth. If we want to have a better atmosphere in our country, please let's embrace what is nice. Let's embrace the truth. Don't be favorable to us today by pretending say it not concern us. The day we go hurt us, now that time will come to complain. No. That's my take. Let's see how it goes. Although we're hearing one or two things that the judges, they have decided to do what is right. For me, I still don't have faith at the moment on our judiciary. If the judges have decided to do what is right for once, to redeem their names, that would be nice. But well, don't forget where I dey shout for here alongside with other concerned Nigerians that judiciary do the right thing. All eyes on judiciary. All eyes on judiciary. Not be waiting to do that time. For broad daylight, they still slap our face. So I hope the right thing this time. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, every one of you. I'll allow us to move on right now. Thank you for those of you just coming in now. I appreciate you all right there on the comment section. Madam Amen Bright, thank you very much, man. God bless you. Good evening to you. Fred Vincent, thank you. Good evening to you. Alga Henry Gabriel, thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. And who again? Clifford Ezebo, thank you. God bless you, all my people. Lucky Yamu and many others that have joined us. I want to say I'm grateful. Willow, I can see you right there. Timmy DB, I can see you. And many others. Please do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share and take our voices far. Susu, oh, you're just coming in. Thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you. All right. Let me call on the first person on the panel because I don't have any call now. I don't know if anybody will call in. Let me see. Okay. Give us a mandate. Please talk to us, my brother. Good evening to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. This evening to you. Can you hear me clearly, sir?
Yes, very clear. Very clear.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you. I was going to ask you, what's happened to your voice? Do I see your voice there? The shouts
Brother,
yesterday, right?
Exactly.
They never take your voice. No, mind them. No mind them. Greetings to you. Hopefully you are doing okay today. Greetings to everyone. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you. You know I love you more than them all. Thank you very much for all that you do. Comment section, I greet you all. Panelists, I greet everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for doing this again. I didn't see the previous video. I saw the one that you played now. The man that wear the Lakers shirt. But on what I see here, avoid confrontation with Trump. Professor something advises Tinubu. Avoid confrontation on what basis? Is it on the fact that they are going to bring out his criminal cases or his drug dealings or what? Or the fact that he stole the election and I don't know. But regardless, neither Donald Trump nor Joe Biden nor any foreign power can save the country. Nigerians are the ones. When Nigerians are ready, they can take their country back. No foreign power on earth can decide the course of Nigeria. If Nigerians are ready to take their country back, don't forget that we have foreign influences on what is happening to us currently in Nigeria. There are foreign influences on what is happening to us currently in Nigeria. So if you think that these foreign powers, they can do anything to unseat the sitting president or to say anything that will remove from office, well, I don't know, but be joking. So all I would just say is Nigerians are the one that will decide when they stop all of this shenanigans happening in the country. Nigerians are the one that will decide, just like the Sri Lankans arose and fought for their country. The people in Burkina Faso fought for their own country. They held their president, Rutos. Rutos was crying on live broadcast, begging his own people. So no foreign power or no foreign agents will decide the course of your country because your country is a sovereign power, is a sovereign land. So you Nigerians are the one that will decide. We Nigerians are the one that will decide the course and determine how our country goes, because these criminals, just like we heard from our brother that spoke earlier, now touts, admirals, criminals, bandits, drug dealers are the one now deciding the fate of people that went to study. Mr. Elvis, you told us your story yesterday, how that when you were studying in UK, racism was the order of the day against you, but above it all, you came out flying color above them all. We all have the same story. I mean, I came here, I had to start school all over again, even though I have an equivalent bachelor's degree in accounting. I had to start school all over again. So for how long I've been in this country, that's for how long I've gone to school. So we all have that same story. It plays everywhere. But regardless of all of that, We now need to decide the course of our country. We need to arise and fight against these people. We need to arise and hold them. Just like you can see in Edo State now, only two people, only two persons, Kabaka, Ebo Stone, are the one now deciding the course of that state. Why? Because the criminal politicians, whether they are rich or they are poor, they are now in collusion, they are in cahoots with the Agberos to disrupt electoral processes in our country. So I will say it again, no foreign power will decide the course of your country, Nigerians. Arise and take your own country, take the course, decide your own destiny. America decides its own destiny by choosing to go for Donald Trump. Whatever they see out of it, good for them. So you decide on how you direct the course of your country. And I thank you, Mr. Elvis. You are doing your own part. We come in here, we are doing our own part. Nigerians, arise and do your part. Wike Lambas, Reuben Abati. Well, I don't have any statement to that. Whatever I like to say about Abati, it does not concern me. All I care is that are Nigerians buying food cheaper. The federal capital territory that you are the minister of federal capital territory, is everything working as intended in FCT? Is there road? Is there light? Is there security? Are people safe and secured in FCT? As the minister of FCT, how many pet projects have you implemented? How many hospitals? How many roads? How many pipe-borne waters have you provided for the people? Whether you are ambassador, I don't care about that. All I need to see is the project that you, Wike, is implementing in Abuja. How many lands have you revoked? Are those lands, are they just fully revoked? Are those lands, are they in the path of roads? Are you just taking people's land for grabbing sake? Are people secured in Abuja? Is there a job in Abuja? Those are the things I care about. I don't care whether you lambast Abati. What are you doing for the people in Abuja, Wike? What are you doing? How many pet projects? How many jobs are there? How many companies are relocated to Abuja because you are the FCT minister? Now going to Edo State, Mr. Elvis, God will not stop blessing you. He will bless you and bless you more for standing for what is right. See, let them deceive themselves. The court will do what is right. They said it during Peter Gregory Obi. They will do what is right. What is right in the eyes of the tribunal was who was the highest bidder for them. And they all went, even though they know they were not abroad when the election was held in 2023. They know the number people that died in that election were over 80 people that died. A 19-year-old boy died himself willfully because what? Amoda, the criminal, stole election and he's still running with it. In fact, there are so many ballot boxes in the pocket of Amoda Songolere, the criminal drug baron. It is not allegedly, it is the open space. So the same precedent is playing out in Edo State. Well, you can say the tribunal in Edo State, they are different. Or maybe they came from Afghanistan, or they came from India, or they came from America. They are the same, they are your brother, my brother. The highest bidder have it all. If Tony Kabaka can go to the court and disrupt and hinder people that has Edo-lites from entering the court, if Ebo Stone can be causing trouble and in the court premises and the police officers, they cannot put these guys where they belong. You think Nigeria has changed? Well, neither Aswe nor Paolo won the last election in Edo State. Let me say it again. Neither Aswe nor Paolo won the last election in Edo State. And I'll say it again for the last time. Neither Aswe nor Paolo won the last election in Edo State. What happened in the last election is that the highest bidder got it all. How do I mean? So Wike's brother was the INEC Electoral Commissioner in Edo State. Mahmoud Yakub was the one in federal. We all know what they said about Mahmoud Yakub. How the private jet took him. Well, maybe that one is allegedly. You think we can just, you think you just have weekends go there, right? So for me, neither Okpewolo nor Asue won the last election in Edo State. If I will go on my own, I will say Tribunal, cancel the election of Edo State, the last election, cancel that election, and let there be a new election conducted, which is going to be free and fair. You may say people didn't find people in the election. Well, good. But was the election rigged? Overwhelmingly rigged. Overwhelmingly rigged to the favor of Mr. Monday Okpewolo, the one that could not come here and address us when Mr. Davis called out for him. And we also see how PDP, we also buying votes during the election. So comparize, neither Asue nor Okpewolo won the last election. The election should be cancelled and a new election conducted. Because if you must say it right, this is a fight for the soul of Edo. I care more about the Edo people, not because of these people. This one they already made. You now see touts, agberos, are the one now deciding what is even going to play out in court. You saw what this guy wore yesterday, the Edo Stone. You know his shirt almost look like similar to what the police officers were wearing. To do what? That is what they have turned our country to. And I thank that man that spoke earlier. You played his video earlier. He said now, most of us that went to school, we are now second citizens in our own country. Most of us that are learned, that should have been in the forefront. Okay, for example, in Edo State, you have heard Mr. Alice's voice. Here is a political scientist, a man that speaks, that knows how government should run. Where is it today? You now see Agbero, they are the one. And the question you ask yourself is, what is the function? What is the reason why the politician went to go and meet these Agberos in the first place? So it was not good for Pewolo to have hired Kabaka and Ebu Stone, but it was good for Asue. So if it was Asue, they will not be fight, right? But because it's Pewolo, that's why they are deceive yourself how you want to deceive yourself. What Obaseki did was that he used them to get to power. And after using them, he dumped them. Somebody said, and I quote, he said, Obaseki does not know how to mend the relationship, but he knows how to destroy relationship. He does not know how to keep relationship. He knows how to destroy. And that's why it's playing out. This man told us here that when Aswe came to him, he told Aswe that, oh, this ticket that they are selling to you is a ticket from Zimbabwe. Don't go there. Zimbabwe ticket. Now we see what is playing out. So for me, neither Aswe nor Okpewolo won the last election. Cancel it and do a new election. And what is the purpose why this guy always go to the touts? Will the tout now decide the cost of our nation or the cost of our states? Edolite, stand up and fight for your state. Because if not, you will see this sort of thing play out for the next 4 years. And after 4 years, they'll tell you, oh, he wasn't able to do anything because he had a case in court. Don't forget, they said the same thing during Obaseki. This is what these evil men, they do. These evil politicians, this is what they do. And they destroy the cost of the state. Mr. Elvis, in conclusion, sir, thank you very much. God bless you for giving us this space to hear our opinion and to make our voice heard. Edolite, I call you, both home and abroad, arise, speak against this evil that is going on. And that question you ask, with Tony Kabaka and Ebu Stone, can you give this Edo State to your children and your generation? This Edo State that you are destroying today, can you pass it on to your children's children? Kabaka and Ebu Stone, can you pass this Edo State to your generation? I ask you that question, and it ring in your soul because you guys are causing a menace in that state. That state is one of the highest states in Nigeria, where you have Uniben seat, the jewel of education. A house where you have legal luminaries like Michael Zakome sits, and you are causing this eyesore. Call yourself to order, Kabaka and Ebustone, and stop this nonsense. Don't forget, nothing lasts forever. The Oba Benin told Obaseki that one day, 8 years is not forever, you will leave one day. Kabaka and Ebustone, one day you will leave. It won't last forever. Thank you very much, Mr. Evan. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Give us a Monday. God bless you for saying it how it is. I understand many people are very angry right now on that your submission, because many of us have chosen to be satanic and biased, to ourselves. You said something. You said, why would anybody go to people that you know or you cut out? The same people now, their followers now calling these people tout, Agberu, or whatever you call them. Now, you have not criticized why your principal wanted them to work for him. That one, the pepper una for mouth to talk. Because now it's not favoring you. Una forget, say, these people work with Obaseki. They work with Oshomole. And Aswe wanted them to work with him as well. Now, what we should have been asking amongst us, that why be say our politicians, if they want to become a governor or hold any political office, the people where they first go, they meet. Now, the people which you and I don't want for this country, or the people you and I are criticizing, they will even prioritize these people more than you. Why be say we don't ask ourselves? But when it happens in our favor, all of us will stay silent. It's not nice now. It's not nice. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I asked on a question yesterday, none of you could say it. That if, for example, Aswe Godaro succeeded with the bid for Tony Kabaka and Ebusto, una fit say Tony Kabaka and Ebusto go fold their hands, made a ring election for Aswe head like this. We be say the OPDP and everybody just silent, nobody they fit talk. All of them they claim responsibility, say they're too responsible. They are calm. Now lie and I fear that they fear. Don't mind them. And they fear, say, no, we are responsible. We don't want to engage in, say, you cannot dare engage in anything. Fear not let you come out. The people wait for still fight for Aswen, shake the whole street. Now the same people where Aswen be go meet with turn her down. Let's say it how it is. And the unfortunate part of it is nice that the front runners, when we have to talk about Togri in Edo State, all of them are with Okpebolo. All of them. You know why? Let me shock you and make you vex more. All of them decided to work with Okpebolo because all of them are bittered that Obaseki used them and dumped them. Now, Obaseki using them and dumped them is not even my problem. Why did you work with them from the beginning? Yes, you were the vest now for your bedroom, now for your living room. Talk on that one and stop deceiving yourself. Why did he use them? Because only this one now they deceive themselves. Why did Aswen went to negotiate with them? Because it's just all of them don't vest. My boss don't fool. Mr. Elvis, leave Obaseki alone. Leave Aswen alone. No, not worry. I'll leave everybody alone. Let me be talking about myself. No need now. Because when it concerns the one way favor now, I say we'll leave them alone. Right? If anybody insult on the comment section, please add me. Just block the person. Not your caution them. There's no need. If it do not be us that they insult themselves. Block them. Please. We have rules on this platform. We are not talking to children here. We are not talking. Nobody is a baby here. You cannot, if your fellow commenter says something where you don't like, you disagree with, you don't have right to insult anybody. Please. Let people be free. Now, the same freedom of speech where our satanic government take come off from our body. So now, still the try we could take for our own body. So let people be expressive. Let them be. They say your principal nagbajue. Let it be. Still tell and say your principal nagbajue. No problem. Wanna stop deceiving yourselves. Any of you are deceiving yourselves all the time. Eh? Anyway, I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Alex is calling in. Mr. Alex, finally, we don't hear from you after 78 years. Happy New Year, oh.
Mr. Elvis, our social media colossus, how have you been doing? Happy New Year to you. It's been a month of Sundays.
After 78 years, you don't come out. Some of them say you are not the communication of silence for Okpebolo.
My brother, I want you to know that I am always with you, whether in silence or in articulation. We have a social media and a political tempo determinator, FISO. That means the life contract to continue to speak for the people. We are not, it was a festive period. People are on vacations. People haven't come back. Some are just returning. So it's just a normal thing. It's a logical thing to think that many people are still in the mood of the festive period. So people are very quick to pick on you when they want you to behave like they are the ones paying your bills. They don't care how you survive. They just want you to continue to do what you are doing, whether you are dying or you are living. They don't care. They don't care about your physiological needs. They don't care how you live your day-to-day life, how you fight your own battles. They don't care if you are a human being or not. They just want you to continue to please them. That's not possible. That's not possible, my brother. So I want to thank you, our social media colossus, our social media Nali Matengere, our social media Obuduwemi. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. You live long.
Thank you.
Well said, my brother. I'm with you. For me, it's a shameful thing what is going on in Benin, in Edo State. It's a shame. This is a result of putting your political party ticket at 50 million, 30 million, 25 million. That's the beginning of the rigging and the madness. So when you invite criminals to come and be board of directors in determining the life and the future of 4.5 million people, you have to deal with the results. It cuts across all the parties. It should be a lesson to all of us. People who do not have primary school certificate are the ones at Martin Olympus, are the ones at government, parastatal structures. It cannot happen in a civilized country. It can't happen. People who have not been to the 4 walls of a secondary school, let alone a university. In Nigeria, they make education is not a scam. You need to be educated. We must invest more in education. So now you can see education is not a scam. Even the ICO himself and they know now that education is not a scam. Kabaka knows now that education is not a scam. Eboson knows that education is not a scam. Mr. Elvis, even you've always known, even now you now realize more and more that education is very important. The policemen, they know education is not a scam. Obaseki, wherever he is now, he knows education is not a scam. So we must invest on education of our children. People gave birth to Edo State, people gave birth to Kabaka, who are now the state actors. The non-state actors, they've now become the state actors. People who should be taking care of, gardens. People who should be doing errands, doing other menial jobs in a structured society. They are the ones now, barricading, the legal luminary structure, which for me is a carbon to rejetamenta. So, the service, talk to all the political parties, Labour Party, APC, PDP, they should change their constitution. It should not be for the rich people alone. People are buzzing with talent all over the media space. People are recruiting talent around the whole world from even social media. I was listening to Gonjazi. He said how he met Rema. He met Rema when Rema was making videos online, hustling online, posting his talent online. He recruited him and signed him on board. There are many political Remas in all the social media platforms crying out to be noticed. Give them this job. Let them take the mountains. Let them give us electricity. Let them give us sanity. Let them give us good roads. Let them give us bridges. Let them give us transparency. People can do this job, but you're not looking at them because they are not cultists. They cannot shoot guns. They cannot kidnap people. They are too decent. They are too academically oriented. They are academic rigor measures. This is what you get when you put illiterates in political parties. How did people become a youth leader of a whole state youth leader? How? Without a degree. I've been listening. It's sickening, Mr. Elvis. How do you measure a whole state of 4.5 million people? Let's say 1 million youth. A state youth leader is not a graduate. For me, the slap on the Edo State youth, on the educational structure, educational foresight or go. It's a slap on Reuben. It's a slap on Abusali University. It's a slap on Benson International University. It's a slap on Ignition University. For a youth leader to be an illiterate is not acceptable. That is the result of what you are saying, Mr. Elvis. That is the result of what you are saying. Who is Eberstone? What is his academic qualification? APC should be ashamed of themselves. PDP should be ashamed of themselves. Labour Party should be ashamed of themselves. These are the people you can produce as youth leaders in your party. Meanwhile, we have the best students in engineering. Final year, they are there. They are there in Univen. They are there in Ekpoma. They are there in PIU. They are there in Village University. Those are youths. A 60 years old man can be a youth leader to me. You cannot brainwash everybody. Some of us are quiet. David was in the bush when Samuel was trying to anoint a king. Some of us are in the bush. If you need us, call on us. We will do this job for you. But we are not people who want to be noticed. So, Mr. Elvis, it's a result of political parties, reserving their tickets for leadership for the rich people alone, for the touts. They take away, merits. They take away, decency. They take away intelligence. They take away, people who have a verifiable, academic, CV. Until we go back to our educational system, because the world is evolving. The days of Admiral are gone. Even the days of the mafias are gone in Italy. Italians are recruiting women who are intelligent as prime ministers. We are bringing in touts. People can shoot guns and mobilize boys. We are joking. And these are people who say they are technocrats. They are in APC, they are in PDP. We have to come together and tell ourselves the truth. The royal fathers, the pastors, everybody in the Edo State is guilty of all this nonsense. Until we start choosing people based on merits, based on their educational qualification, based on their character, based on their, on their antecedents, we are not ready yet. Imagine people have master's degree. Young people of 20, I know a guy is 28 years old. He just passed his PhD. That's a potential youth leader. You are making somebody who is nearly 60 years and he does not have a degree to his name. He's leading youth of a state, a whole state, so national. No, I just have to remain in my own enclave and watch this drama, this political dramatic person. Let it play out. History is watching. So I'm not APC, I'm not PDP. I totally condemn the character of the APC thugs and what they are doing. Allow the judiciary to do their thing. The party chairman, the party shiftings, I'm sure they are all watching. They are all seeing the result of all their actions or their inactions. They are seeing it. Everybody is guilty, in this thing. We should stop monetizing political party funds. Take the best people to do this job. Let them do it and leave the scene. Let them do it, without staying. People are hungry to do this job. They should cut the way they allocate money to positions. Pay people minimum wage, let them come and work in political parties. See people who can do this job. They will do it, Mr. Elvis. So for now, I'm still in my cocoon. I'm just still watching. Mr. Elvis, I tried to join you. I can't join you for some reasons. I don't know, my software is bouncing me. So I will keep trying. So I totally condemn what is going on in Edo State. It's a shame on all of us. It's a shame on our educational system. It's a shame on our parenting. It's a shame on our leadership structure. It's a shame on all the political gladiators. It's a shame on Ise Yamu. It's a shame on Oshomoleze. It's a shame on Lucky Pineto. It's a shame on all our political fathers, past and present, serving and before. It's a shame on all of us. It's a shame. all our pastors, businessmen, prominent men in Edo State is the same. This is what we can present to the whole world. This is what we can present. Totally, admiration. This is
Thank you.
what we can present upon all the graduates. Mr. Elvis, I'm very sad. I'm
Thank
sad.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wow, that was a wonderful submission from Mr. Alex. Yes, I told you guys that anyhow you try to look at it, it's a big shame. Anyhow, let as you say that your papa, now these people be, you still have to say it how it is. Two people are holding Edo State hostage as we speak right now. Some of them, they rejoice. And I see some comment for comment section. Some people are saying, oh, Answer Godaro can never be a governor. Bebolo is coming. Bebolo, just imagine. Just imagine that. Anyway, una know say I not support anybody for this 2023, this 2024 governorship election in Edo State. I stayed neutral. You know, even upon all that, I was still able to let people know that me, I don't want me APC rule my state. And those of you here, many of you refuse to talk about Okpebolo. And it even caused issue between you and I. Because I can't verse. So now they talk about Obaseki. Nobody they talk about Okpebolo. Eh? Okpebolo go win this election. Whether you don't like him or not. Some of them say, no, he not be speak English, he not be read, he not be. I say, he go win this election. When I forget the way Tinubu hand they shake, her leg they shake during the time of election. Today, now I say they see Tinubu leg they shake. But I still see hand they shake. We get carried away by things sometimes that we forget what we're supposed to do. Una tackle me here. Make I leave una, make una support who una want support. But I tell una say the biggest threat in this Edo State election now Okpebolo. And now you know they talk. Now you know go interview. It's very sad. It's a big shame. I support Mr. Alex on that. It's a very, very big shame on all of us. Both the one where they support Okpebolo, the one where they support as well, the one where they support any of them, or whatever. As long as say you be a light, it's a big shame to all of us. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you very much. I'd like us to move on right now. Let me call on the next person, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. It's good to hear your voice today. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Let me just stand on the existing protocol for us to move forward. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for your submission. But I have something to say about that. Education is very good. But one thing, there is this parable they used to say. When a madman come into your bathroom to take your towel away and you start running after that madman, people will assume both of you are what? Are mad. The same man who is a further degree holder, who is a lawyer, who is this, working with an illiterate, using him, both of them are the same thing. You can see the same professor who come to rig election for the same illiterate. What is the difference between you and that same person? Have we not seen top judges say that education is not important, certificate is not important, those things are not necessary, drug cases are not necessary, and it wasn't anything? Today, someone is a president. So, what is different between you and such people? So, it's our behaviors as individuals. If you like, go to the highest school, read the highest book. If your attitude, you want to behave like a tout, you will remain. We have seen governors who are behaving like tout. We have seen ministers who are behaving like tout. Some of them are lawyers. Some of them are engineers. Some of them are professors. But they behave like tout. as if they did not experience the corridor of school. So it's our behavior, our attitude that is the major problem. If we have a better institution working in our country, we won't be seeing this kind of thing happening. In other places, they look for the best brain. In a developed society, it's the best brain they look for. But because of our institution are not functioning, are not working, we don't have a better system. That is why you see people who are not qualified to be. Is it not the same way our former president, they brought it for us? The same way, carry professor and gave him as a vice. What was the use of the professor? He was useless. Because institutions are not working. You carry the best and carry and say, yeah, you can be with certificate. But you want to give me a job, you need me to go to the best Harvard University, bring the Cambridge, bring this for you in order for you to respect me. But when it comes to recruiting people into office, you say this Wike. Some people don't even have the Wike. They will go and print their old age picture and come and put for it, and they will bring it come to court. They are president, they have passed. This is what is happening. How do we move forward? A dead institution. Our institutions are not working. So we will continue to suffer this. So that is why you will not see a different, you will see a professor will come and sit down. No integrity. People don't look at things to see. Let's do things in the proper way. They will come to sit down and rig election, not minding the consequences. They will just do anything they want to do. They don't care about the consequences. Just imagine you taking a car, driving a car, and you hit someone. Do you consider the impact of that thing you have done, even to yourself, even to your children? In a developed society, will be scared to enter a car with you. That family that you knocked that man down, do you know if he's the breadwinner of that family? So the things we do, we don't think of the impact of what we have done, how it affects people. It's going to be a cost to the family. It's going to be a cost to the government. So you have caused serious problem. There will be a traffic issue in that place because of your accident. People want to go for interview. We miss their interview because there is a roadblock and they didn't know this will happen. So your actions affect a lot of people. The things you do affect a lot of people. That is why that day I asked this man before the network, I think, knocked him out. I asked him, hope you know these things we are discussing will be on air. But for them, they don't care. That is one thing you want to understand. They don't care about the consequences. All they want to do, we want power. We want to be in control. So they do every action they want to do. They don't care about the consequences. That is where I come to our character, our attitude, the way we think, the way we make decisions is a problem we are suffering in our country. Many of us today are looking at it. If we have a better institution, if we have a better political structure. When I was growing up, recruiting counselors in my area, they look for the best brain. I am telling you the truth. They look for best people to even give counselors. That is what they will come. Community will come together and say, this one go better school. They will give him a counselor, local government. But today, people prefer tout. People prefer people who can fight. I don't even want to call them that they are tout. Because most of us went through university, we played this tout life. Most of us, we are anchored, we are this, we done a lot of courses, and you say it's a university game. What is the difference between you with them? You do all those nonsense, all those rubbish in university. When you graduate, and some of us will be talking about where we are supposed to do. What are the difference between you with this tout? We do all those courses things, kill people in the university. Students, you who have gone through school, what are the difference between you and them? That is the problem. Elvis was crying yesterday. You as well, Gadalo, you went to them. You went to them. What do you want? Is it not the same thing? They paid the highest person that paid the highest. Succeed with these people. Today they are using them for what they have paid them for. There are people who are there. Edo can stand up and say, no, this is not what we want. I don't believe in that to say, if I disagree this one with you, that these two people are holding. No. They just put those two people in front. There are people who are there, learned people, illiterate, both of them are behind them. But two people will come as the soldier coming. So it is for the citizen to wake up. But because of what? They are scared. We don't know our right. And people, I have said it time with that number. None of us want to die, but we want to make heaven. That is Nigeria for you. That is why our leaders, they know this. That is why they take advantage of us and they do these things they do to Nigerians. That is what is happening. You can't tell me the same Edo State that start NSAS will be like this. The same Edo State that will come and start a protest and stood on the street and everywhere will be a standstill. This kind of thing will be happening. You can't tell me that those two people can stop it. Because the people are not ready. Everybody are watching. Most people are divided. What are they divided? Some are saying we support a Labour Party, a PDP, you rig this election, you do this. So because of that, Edo State will burn down. This is a time for people to wake up and say, no. If you say this person did not win election, let it be. Let them go through the court process. We don't want this disruption. We don't want this process. Let them go and come. If for Edo people to wake up and say, no, we cannot let our state go down, continue like this, is embarrassment. It's embarrassment. That is why I was asking if Edo local government have received an allocation. I was asking him that day, but I think he dodged that question. He didn't want to answer. He said he's not in the right position to answer. Because this is the same system. They say local government autonomy. But today, they have fired local government chairman. And there is allocation going to that same place. When it comes to River State, they say they will not pay River State if they don't vote, they don't have a elected officer. Even after they have elected local government chairman, some people brought court injunction. So if things will be happening like this, how do we fix our country? That is my cry. It's not for us coming here talking. Let's begin this push. I am doing it in my own little way. I am pushing anywhere I go, I put my voice. Electoral reform is the only way. Political parties have failed us. If we start electoral reform today, where we can have independent candidates, because if you are thinking of political parties, they will still go and destroy the head. Once they destroy, imagine what is happening in PDP. Imagine what is happening in Labour Party. So how do you have the incumbent, the ruling party? They don't want to take her to see an opposition. But if we have independent candidates, it will be a way forward. How do we get this without electoral reform? Everybody are keeping quiet. If it passed 2025, reaching 2026, it will be difficult. Politicians will not come to go for electoral reform. They will not start anything that will not favor them. They will only pass a bill that will increase their wardrobe allowance, not what will give power back to the citizen. But it is our responsibility, our collective responsibility, to begin to push for electoral reform as Nigerians. Any medium you have WhatsApp group you belong to. It's a preaching. That is how we keep saying it. It's like Bible we listen every day. You go to church, listen to same preaching. You don't get tired. That is the same way we must carry this campaign. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it until it get to the place we want it to get to take back our country, where we can put the right people in our institutions, the right people in position, where they can make the right decisions and save our country. Nigeria is burning. Nigeria is dying. Our institutions are dead. To be frank with you, our institutions are not working. They work based on governors. They work based on people who have the highest pocket money. They work based on the order from the presidency. They don't work based on the citizen. They don't work based on the oath they took to protect lives and property, to protect citizens. That is not what our institution is working for. Every one of them are listening to the politicians, not the citizen. So the only way out for us is to begin to make this move where we can put our country in the right place. Please, Nigeria, let's wake up and take this fight. Let's wake up and begin to push for electoral reform, where our result will be in real time, not the one Mahmoud will come and tell us in real time, and at the end it will disappoint us. We need the one that Beavers and IREF, they have spent billions of naira to buy, will be backed by law. Because as it is in Nigeria today, it is the manual collection, the one they wrote, the one Mahmoud will sit down, or anybody, Wike brother will sit down to call. That is the one they recognize. That one in the IRF, from the beavers you did from your pooling unit, is not backed by law. And this is frustrating. So anything you go to do, like our brother is saying, we should go back for rerun. What election do you want? Do you want to get a free and fair? We don't want, because it's going to be more dangerous if they declare a rerun in Edo State today. My brother, it will not be like what you see in 2024. It will be dangerous. We should not pray for that kind of thing to come. Let the court decide. Since we are giving power to the lawyers and judges, let them decide this one now. But moving forward, we have to fix our electoral system where our vote will count. And in real time, every political parties will see it coming, and everyone will accept the result. Not judges, not lawyers, not professors that will come and tell us this is who win election. Nigerians, let's do this and make our country great again. Thank you, Mr. Evis. Thank you, Niger Wash. Thank you, Mommy Dospara. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for taking much of your time. God bless us.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Alabo. Yes, I don't mind you using that time today because we don't have much people on the panel. It's only when the panel is packed, that's when we try to moderate the time use. Thank you very much for your submission. I support you 100% electoral reform. But if we engage in electoral reform on this government, under the watch of this satanic APC, I don't know how is that gonna work. It's just like some of us calling for Mahmoud Yakubu to be changed and all that. Listen, they go change and put another person there now. That's the way they want to put there. I don't know. For me, I don't know how all this is gonna work. So for me, I see Tinubu doing 8 years. To be honest, that's what I see. If there's anything that can change that, that's fine, and nobody should blame me for my submission. I don't know why if me talk, my own will be problem. Because this is somebody who can insult me tomorrow and say, hey, you tell us now we want to remove Tinubu for there. Tell us. Not they make man for yourself in a living room. Just tell us. It's very sad. In Edo State now, look what is happening. It's sad. And so we'll just see how my people, I'll leave it like that. But the last person on the panel is my brother, Black Panther. Thank you very much for joining us today. As usual, I appreciate you. I beg, talk to us. Now you'll be the last person on the panel.
Ranga, thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you the more. God bless everybody out here. And we thank God today is another day which God has made. I want to thank the last speaker who spoke passionately, who spoke peacefully. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Mommy Diaspora, thank the crowd, may God bless you all. In as much as you are listening, you attack each other. That is what,
yeah. Is it my network or is network? Can somebody respond quickly on the panel? Is it my network or is network? Because you are breaking.
Is it? Can you hear me now?
Is clear. We can hear you. Your horn is clear, Mr. Elvis.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, you are good, Black Panther. Okay,
can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Niger Watch.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. To the audience, please, I beg you all, whether you are a distractor or you are for APC or you are for PDP or you are for Nigeria, what we are all of us are fighting for is for a good country where the serene is good for an average person that don't have connection, rise up to the pinnacle of leadership in a country, quote and unquote, Nigeria. Now, I want to say something here by starting by saying Nigeria is never a country. It's a conglomerate of tribes that did not agree on how they are going to stay together because the tribe itself said there's nothing common within us. We don't have the same tongue, we don't have the same character, we don't have the same behavioral, ways of living. We don't have it. This thing I'm saying, I'm paraphrasing, taking you down there because your leaders, the leaders of the Nigerian space said so. Then why we, the offsprings of all those leaders, why are we not grow into that thing that will make us a nation? Some people say they want to be patriotic. You cannot be patriotic and get a good nation. When the nation itself is not well arranged, you cannot be patriotic in a country that is not well arranged. That is the country that does not agree to become a country. This is when I listen to Arise, I laugh because they are all deceiving themselves. You cannot be patriotic in a country where your brothers and sisters in the north are being taken down seconds by seconds. You cannot be patriotic when your nation don't have a constitution, quote and unquote, written by you and I, agreed by you and I. You cannot be so patriotic where if you speak the truth, you'll be gagged. So how do we make this to change for us to become what? Patriotic. It's for us to know the problem we have, the foundational problem we have. How do we solve the foundational problem we have? We have to start digging in. Let's say we have 3 or 4 foundational problems. But the main one is for us to sit down, gather ourselves together, all tribes sit down to talk how we are going to live. Thereby, a new country is born. Or do we go the route of having a electoral law that will usher in the appropriate leadership that will make us go the right way of becoming a nation? That is where I say every day that Nigeria is not a nation. You see our press all out there, they've all been bought over. They've all been gagged. They are not saying the truth. All of them are not saying the truth. You see, you see all of them attacking before. When they attack him before, you see, what's his name? The Arise man, the main man that everybody say, oh, he's our hero, he can talk. You see, he's not talking the way he is before. He's not behaving the way he is before. Now he's not saying, oh, I am patriotic. I don't want to criticize again. I want to be patriotic. You see, those are fake words, manufactured. Sorry, I'm outside. Manufactured by the politicians to gag every one of us, for us not to reason or think towards having a great nation. Because what you have now is an amalgamation of corruption. It's an amalgamation of one particular tribe that want to take over the wealth of the nation. They are not thinking, a corrupt man cannot think about, I want to have Islamic State. No way. They cannot think about that. They are thinking about getting your wealth. That is why you see in the north, they don't want to reveal the mineral resources we have. Why? Because their mindset have been made to make sure that they suck one another, suck this part of the country. And when it is time, they move out, and therefore they have their own nation, and they think the South will now be depending on them. God did not make the world that way. God did not do it that way. God do it in a way so that no matter the situation, no matter the standard, we as humans, we will survive on the surface of the earth because we are born to dominate. Everything that we need to survive, everything that we need to become a great nation on earth is right on inside the soul. It's right in your environment. Now I see the Nigerian lawyers, what's his name? I see them misbehaving. I see them not talking, saying the truth. Like what's his name? The FCT chairman. You see him not interpreting law. You see the way they have relegated the Nigerian institution. in Nigerian education. And want to come to think about it, the problem is within all of us. The problem is within all of us. We don't know what we want. And when somebody that have thought about it is bringing out his heart to take off all those patriotic whatever you people think you are doing and say the truth, you people will not gag that this man is talking bag, is talking nonsense. But the basic thing is that when you are forming a nation, you have to have a standard. You must all what? You must all adhere to. There was a time when we were talking about standard, who and who to become the president, who and who to become up to the extent of a councillor. We said an average councillor must be a school start holder. A House of Representative in the state must be average, have an OND. The one going to the national must be at least HND or BSc. And the president also equivalent of HND or BSc. We know what we are saying. We might have some rotten educationists. The reason why they are rotten is because they have no other way to go, because they must survive and they have to dive into what? They dive into the corrupt entity. All our institution is dead. Like my brother said, it is the fact that he's saying all the institution, both your press, everything is dead. Let's not deceive ourselves. We are born of a woman. We are born of God, and God has given us senses to think. And when we don't think right, we keep on doing the same mistake, and we think we are going to get a right result. I want to speak to every one of us today. What is happening in those states has been there from onset. It was because we have been giving it, we have been oiling it, and we have oiled it in such a way that it has grown into a master, and it appears in this dispensation we are now. We are the problem of what we see today. When Arita said something, he said for Nigeria, he said something concerning what said the problem. He said we are the problem of our nation, all of us. Do you know why we are the problem? It goes in two different ways. One, when you are talking about a nation, where do we go? We must have a template that we are firm, that we are one and united. But we are not doing that. Rather, we are following the bandwagon. We want to do election. That is where we are getting it wrong. And as we follow the bandwagon, we want to do election, more of us will fall into the bracket of corrupt entity, and we follow this political dispensation. Then you have more and more people on that side, while less and less people on this side. Look at an average man in Nigeria now, an average citizen. He's so impoverished. Will you tell me that if I come, assuming I'm corrupt, I come with 5 million naira and I bribe him, I bribe the whole local government, I give them 10 million, Muna vote for me. Do you think they won't vote for me? Do you think they won't vote for me? They will vote for me. Because we are all born to survive. When you are being boxed, there's no country on earth that will be boxed the way we are boxed, that will not get themselves in the position of voting in the corrupt people. That is it. We have been threatened. We have been so humiliated. Our psyche has been distorted from the colonial area. And now, what do we have? We have a distorted generation that cannot think nor reason. If you are thinking, they regard you as a man that is insane. I want to say to every Nigerian, for us to correct this abnormality, we have to come together. I'm not talking about the politician. I'm talking about the citizens. Because without the citizen, you don't have a nation. Without the citizen, you cannot have an election. Without the citizen, you cannot have a president. Then who holds the battle? It is we, the citizen. If we don't speak, they will not change. If we don't talk, they will not change. If we don't fight, confront, they will not change. Man die only once. My brothers and sisters, we have to arise, energize ourselves, challenge ourselves, and talk to ourselves. Do we want a country? Because most of us are attacking. Sorry, Naija, let me just finish this thing. Like what Naija was said today, the chair lady of the conservative in London, UK. All of us are attacking him. Ha! But we ourselves have said something bad about our nation. She's just in a position where the world will listen to her and she speak. We have done the same thing and we'll keep on doing the same thing. We are not talking it down, we are speaking the truth. If the truth, you cannot take it, then you purge yourself out of the impurity inside of you so that we can have a better nation. To that conservative lady, I am on her side and I'll continue to be on her side because most of you that are against her, it is one thing that you are against her. You might not be against the person. You have an interior motive inside of you, maybe against the nation where she comes from. That is it. But the good lady is saying the truth. I experienced. You want her to say something a lie? She's saying the truth. If you want to make an example, she make an example on Britain. She brings Nigeria in. That is the only two places she has left. Should she now start talking about Texas or America? So my brothers and sisters, let us see the truth. Let us not hold the coin. She's even helping us to make our leaders think that the world has seen it. It is high time we sit down and talk. God bless you, Nigeria Watch, and God bless everyone that have come here together.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Black Panther, thanks for your submission. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. You're supposed to be the last person. Oga Pansat, don't come join us. Oga Pansat, I'll give you 8 minutes. Talk to us. Good evening to you. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
For the courtesy. Thank you. And fellow panelists, those in the comment section, it's been quite a discussion. I've been listening. What I want to talk about today is going to be about faith. But first, let me first do something that I just have the spirit to do, which is to pray just for 1 minute in the presence of the Lord. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to open our eyes to any hidden areas of fear in our life. Lord, your word says faith comes by hearing the word of God, and I will build you up. The faith that we're asking for today, Lord, we are giving our lives, Nigeria, to you, so that as we listen here, we will understand. Thank you very much. Let me say, Mr. Elvis, when I listen, sometimes it's like you're talking to me, but I know it's not me. I don't want to make everything about me. One time you said, and those of you listening in the bedroom, and I was in the bedroom. I said, I wonder how Mr. Elvis knows I'm in the bedroom. So let me say that. I want to say that one of the disadvantages we have as panelists is that the host can push us and ask us questions, what they call in philosophy apologetics. We're gonna be defending something. We're never on the offense to ask a question and to say, okay, if not our way, then what about your way? This is what's wrong with what you're saying. See, we don't have that chance. Polemics where we could attack. If our position is not correct, but it doesn't mean that the contrary position is correct either. We have a third thing here, which is Nigerian government and constitution that's allowing people to rig elections. Now, I pray the prayer to remove fear because we don't want to be in a defeatist mode. We have to have optimism. Sometimes that's what we're preaching here. Hopefulness, confidence, positiveness, positive attitude. And sometimes we have faith. Some of us are Christians, some of us are Muslims. We're dealing in faith. Now, faith in our country, faith in our constitution. If somebody takes the opposite approach and say, look, I keep telling you, INEC is going to rig the election, but you don't want to listen to me. I said they're going to rig it and they rigged it. They're going to rig it now. Now, well, maybe, but we have to have faith. What that person is saying, I don't believe in the Nigerian constitution. I don't believe in the rule of law. I don't want optimism. I don't want faith. And we're saying that is not the right approach. We have to work with what we have, which is our faith in God. Not just the constitution. Many countries have gone through what we went through and they came out of it. They came out of it by being persistent, consistent, and doing the right thing, saying the right thing. Yes, the critic is right. Faith without works is dead. That's James 2 from 14 to 26, for those who want to look it up in the Bible. We have to work for it. But we cannot be pessimistic. We have to be hopeful. We cannot be, there shouldn't be resignation, dejection, and depression on our platform. I don't think anybody's arguing something different from that. But we have a disadvantage because we cannot use apologetics to attack our principal who is trying to steer the ship. He's balancing a lot of things. He wants people to come here and talk to us. He cannot be an extremist like me. If I'm doing the job Mr. Elvis is doing, I will try to do it the way he's doing it. Try to have a platform that welcomes all. But as a panelist, I don't want all. I want my interest. My interest is for Nigeria to do the right thing. So it's not weakness that INEC rigs the election. Now, I was watching a show earlier, just about an hour ago. Somebody was giving an update of what happened in the courthouse today with Gadalo. And he was extolling the virtues of Mr. Gadalo being a lawyer. And the first witness that I called there today, it was clear that he's a legal mind and he did the right thing. He proffered what was necessary in that courthouse, which is to show how INEC rigged the election. They were able to show the Form 8A from the polling unit showing that Mr. Gadalo in that particular area won the election with over 2,000 votes. But when that thing came to Form 8B, INEC changed it up the way to 8E or 8D, I'm sorry. They were able to proffer those things in the courthouse today, and the court went wild with the other side, INEC and APC, screaming that they don't want that evidence introduced. But the court ruled in favor of the PDP candidate and admitted that into evidence. So it shows right there how they committed the fraud. So that is one thing. Maybe they're going to do the right thing here. So, Mr. Evans, I agree with those who say that the courts may do the right thing here.
I hope so. I hope so, because a couple of people have called me, prominent people. They've told me that I should calm down, that the judges will surprise Nigerians at this time. So I'm just giving my submission based on my own feelings, that because at the moment these people need to build my trust back again. I don't trust them. That's just the truth. Thank you.
And nobody can, a reasonable person can take that position, because We're not even used to courts doing the right thing in our country. But we have to employ positive thinking here. It ties it to our faith in God. We have a mighty God. We have an awesome God. So we're hoping for a good outcome, and those judges will write their name in gold. Money is nothing. It's not like they're not making any money anyway. They're still the top echelon, but do the right thing. A good name is better than gold. So I know the 8 minutes you allotted me, which was generous, is gone. A whole, almost down to nothing. So I just want to say that my approach here now is to come in when those who are, it's the state that brought us Peter Ruby. This is your platform here. We come in as brothers to chime in. So you've done a very fabulous job today, even though it didn't look like you have a lot of people on the platform panel, but they've all done a wonderful job. I was listening to my brother, Mr. Alabo, and he made a powerful speech. Alex called in, as always. It's good to hear that he's okay. Mr. Give us our mandate, Black Panther, obviously. And you, Mr. Niger Watch, your presentation this morning was loaded. You had everything up there. So a lot of things I want to talk about that were in the presentation, but I'll go ahead and pass on those for right now and yield back. But I want you to be confident. All we have to do is the right thing, say the right thing. If we lose, we lose. If we lose, we lose. Our cause is just. We want a new Nigeria. That's all that gives us satisfaction. We go for the right thing. The country makes a different decision. The leaders rig it or they cheat. Fine, we'll sleep very well. What I'm not going to do is to change my position because when the results come out, somebody won and I'm not on that side. I don't want to be with their side in victory or in defeat. Let them rig the election. Let them make the wrong court judgments. But we're going to keep talking about the right thing. But we know if eventually we're going to win. Just wasting time. Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Oga Pansa. Thank you very much for your submission. Yes, let's stand for what is right. Even in the process, many people are being hurt. Yeah, that's what I noticed in this our job. Whenever we say it how it is, we hurt so many people. People call us names. People get angry. No, my people, make it not be like that. Make it not be like that. Regardless of what, let's just say it how it is. Yes, if the judiciary want to do the right thing now, for me, I don't mind. If you ask me no want me APC rule me for Edo State. If I don't want me APC rule anywhere for Nigeria, not vessel. We have to say it how it is now. It's not about liking anybody or supporting anybody. I don't want me APC rule anywhere again for the whole Nigeria if I have the power. No, God forbid. God forbid. APC. No, they don't have anything. Although not so PDP still bio. That's why you see I supported Peter Obi because he came from a different background. Although some of you will still argue that be PDP fed day. Yes, I know. That is fine. Although I'm not happy with this continuous defection left or right, people that we know before. Just imagine if maybe at the end of the day, the judge in Edo State, maybe for example, they just declare Aswa Igodaro the winner. You will see these same people that many of you are hating today with the camp to Aswa Igodaro. And the surprising part of it is that Aswa Igodaro will still accept them. I mean, I talked this thing like a week ago. See, there should be like a law that you cannot, allow people to be defecting anyhow. Like, for example, the law should be like this. If you've belonged to a party before and you move out of that party, your new, how do I put it on? Okay, if you belong to a party before, you must be there for 5 years before you can move out from that party to another party.
Niger Watch, can I object to you? You see, when you bring, that can be a very good individual idea. But when you bring it into a group, among a group of association, a group of nations, there is what we call the right of a citizen, the right of human. You have the right to migrate, you have the right to move from one
No,
party.
no.
They will object it. They will object it.
No, my brother, I beg. Let me finish.
We have said it before now.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You know, I disagree with that 100 uncountable percent. I beg. You know, all those right is what put us where we are today. I'm saying there should be a capped law that will say if you belong to any party, you must be there for 5 years before you can defect. There should be law, right? Does it mean we don't have new people that can join party anymore? Must old people, the same satanic people that have destroyed the previous party, come to the new party because their favorite is there? No, there's nothing right. Shouldn't even go there. It's just like you employ some people. I did it with my own media here. Some of the people that worked with me before, the contract they signed for me here, just small Nigeria was a day here. We have law. You cannot move from our media here to another media for so duration. You will sign. Say tomorrow they work for me now. Big maybe a rice man approach you. You say you come. You started work 3 weeks. After 4 weeks, you want to move to Arise. I can sue you. So that should have that in political parties because this is not nice. A new party. Do you know that some of you that is saying today, oh, maybe I'll be open, create a new party. Even though me myself that is talking to you today, create a new party. Are you aware if that party start doing well, satanic people will flood the party? Party that started doing well will not, people will not be stoning the party. No, there shouldn't be any kind of right or anything on it. There should be a cap law. The cap law should just be you cannot leave a party after 5 years. So that means if, for example, that you belong to PDP before and you've been there for 7 years and maybe Black Panther win now for APC. Now, because you don't know saying Black Panther and I go do you well. If you decide you want to move out of PDP to APC, get out for mine, say you are going to be there for the next 5 years before you can defect again. You understand? Or maybe 10 years, not even 5 years, 10 years. Yes, sir.
What you said is honestly right on point. I mean, Black Panther, you and I we live in America. Now, just in the last election, J.F. Kennedy Jr. was an independent person. He went ahead to support the policy and the ideas of Trump. He didn't say because he's an independent person, he wants to jump on the wagon of Republican. He remained in his independence. How often do we see all of these things, this traveling from one party to other players in another country? It is because of selfishness and lack of ideology. I was listening to CNN earlier. There's a lady in Democrats. She supports most of the things that Trump is trying to do, but that does not give her the blanket to say because he's doing it now, I want to move from Democrat to Republican. No, there's still a fundamental ideology. We lack this thing, and because of greed and corruption, that is why this is happening.
Yes, I that's my stand. Unfortunately, things like this can never work in a satanic no, in a country where we have a lot of satanic bodies, ruling us. I'll put it like that. It cannot.
Okay.
Hold on. They will not allow it to work because they understand you're going to take food out of their mouth. There should be 10 years, not even 5 years. That if you belong
there shouldn't be any years. Once you are there, you have an ideology where you go there. There's an ideology why you are in that party. It's an ideology.
If for example, yes, we have to cap it. You want to move in totality. You don't want to be locked in one particular place like a prisoner. Let's put 10 years. If you belong to Labour Party, you'll be there for 10 years before you can move to another party. This would be very nice. This would be very nice. So, anyway, let's move on. Let's have our final submission.
Mr. Elvis, as an average,
I think Nigeria Watch, you are right. I'm not saying you are not right, but let us think about the possibility.
Black Panther was saying something. Okay?
Huh? Network.
You know,
an average politician, I want you to ask this question. An average politician in Nigeria, PDP or APC, ask them, what is the ideology of PDP? What is the ideology of APC? None of them. They don't. Nigerian politicians don't work with ideology. They don't know anything.
They don't even know, Mr. Labo. They don't know it. They don't know. The party said they don't even have an idea. Ask the president, the one that sits as the president now. Ask him the ideology of APC. They don't know because they don't have any. It is just their self will. It's my turn. Emilokon.
All right.
Yeah, but before, so excuse me, Mr. Elvis, sorry about that. Before you go, can I chime in on that particular point before we go to our closing remarks?
Quickly.
Okay, let me just say that I disagree with that, but I'm not going to go into why I disagree. Let me just say that those are all the distractions that we're getting into the topic. Make we talk about how Labour Party won the election. No matter what, it's wrong. They only have one problem. They rigged the election. It's not because of the nature of the political parties. It's not about anything else. They rigged the election. That's it. If with the force that we have, Nigeria don't have ideological parties. That's true. But we have laws that says you cannot even contest in two primaries at the same time. The Senate president right now is sitting there as the Senate president, and he contested for presidency against Tinubu. Right? He ran for office, and then he also ran supposedly for primary in his state as Senate. It's a senator. So we have laws.
Such man wants to give you a reform.
Right. We have laws in the books. We keep talking about other things, diversions. There's a lot of it during the election.
All right.
People
Let's
come and say
move on.
Peter will be should wait his turn and all that kind of stuff. But the diversion, interruption, intrusions, all that stuff doesn't mean anything. We want the elections to count. That's it. We don't want to rig it.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all. Give us a mandate. Your final submission, 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I think all together today it's been a wonderful discussion, a very robust one, and I think that for us to actually get this right, I mean, we just have to continue to speak to the conscience of these people, because honestly, if we stop speaking, which they are trying to make us do, then we cannot get anything. We will not stop speaking. And I'm still waiting for Mr. Kabaka. Mr. Kabaka, you came in the other day. I'm still waiting for you to come back. We leave you for a return so that we can ask you some questions. And if possible, once the whole thing is done, Mr. Aswell, you need to come here. We need to ask you questions, because we cannot continue to do all of this shenanigans in our country, and that we can have a sane state. The younger generation are watching. And my question to you, all of you, is that can you give this state or nation to your coming generation with all that you are doing today? Can you pass it on to your coming generation, where doubts are now deciding the fate of over 4.4 million, over 4.3 million people in a state, and over 200 million people in the country? Nigerians, the call to you is, let's arise and take back our country. Until we arise, no sovereign power can come and help us. We need to help ourselves. We need to have that faith, that boldness, that courage, and fight and take our country back, because these evil people will not stop. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oga Prince Alabo, please talk to us. 2 minutes, final submission.
When they refer to this two people as if a few people like tout, all of them who are supporting it, they are all the same thing. So I disagree with this one. They are all the same. Even governor, where they keep quiet, never talk anything, it's still the same thing with them. So all of them are together doing. Nobody is tout who are doing their professors are there doing the same thing those people are doing. Engineers are there. Doctors are there with them, carrying out those illegal things they are doing in Edo State. So I don't want us to just put it only on them. Talking about reform, whether Akpabio will accept reform, I don't know who is on, please. Can someone hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes,
Okay, I was hearing a sound background. Yeah, sorry about that. So
mute now. Give us a mandate. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Akpabio does not have any power to say he will not do any reform. For Akpabio will not move for reform. As we are calling for electoral reform, we the citizens have the power, what we want. Not him, even the Abbas for the House of Rep can say no. Not even Tinubu can tell us no. It's for us, the Nigerians, to push for what we want. We want electoral reform. And we have that power to demand for that. Akpabio can only do it and pass it. If Nigerians are ready, it's because we are not ready for this. That is why we are thinking Akpabio will not do any reform. He has no power to say no. He cannot even say no to Nigerians. So let us wake up and begin this push for electoral reform. That is the only way. We cannot succeed through these political parties because they are corrupt. If we begin to have independent candidate, I said it, we will move forward as the way Nigeria is now. We are not matured. But if we start independent candidate, we will go through a lot. If this is backed by law, we will jump past these political parties. And some of these illegal way they are doing things will reduce. So let's push. It's our responsibility to push and demand for electoral reform. And we will get it if we start it now, using our voice together. Thank you, everyone, and God bless us.
Oga Priest Alambo, thank you very much, sir. Your submission today was brilliant. I'm very, very grateful. Let me move to Black Panther. Final submission, 2 minutes, sir. Then Oga Panther.
Yeah, thank you, Naija Wash, once again. God bless you and every one of us here. Like I was stunned today by my amiable and well-respected elder, Mr. Pamsat. Thank you for coming in there. Thank you for installing strength in everyone that have lost it. That is how we need to do. We need to keep on pushing. We might see some people falling by the wayside. Let us grab them up and keep on focusing on the target to get it right. Now, thank you, Mr. Alabo. God bless you for what you have spoken. I started moving that motion for us to work on the electoral law. And Mr. Naija was asked a question. These people you have there, do you think they will do it? Naija Wash, they will do it. This same question was asked during the military regime where they were buying a lot of our people. They were saying, do you think this military will hand over? Yes, they handed over. What we need to do is mass speaking, talking, whatever they see on the media, whatever is talking electoral law. Let all the parties, the political parties start speaking on electoral law that will mandate that whatever the INEC give to us is certified and you can present it in the court of law. Whatever the INEC give to us, we can gather it together and get our results and intact. They will not compare. INEC must not transfer any result from one book to another. Let them use it, the result they got online, let the computer collate the result and let them announce the result. They should stop the manipulation, they should stop the rigging. And I want to say here again that whatever pressure the conservative leader in Britain is giving to us, that pressure is meant for our good. Let everybody come together and let us keep on bringing that pressure to them. Nigeria will change. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Oga Black Panther. Thank you so much. Mr. Passat, you're the last person on the panel. You're 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. Black Panther. Yours is daily here. You speak very powerfully, and that's because your cause is just. Now, let me say that what we're going through, it's people talking jargon when we're talking something else. We say, make you count our votes, we make this thing work. Some people are here talking about something else. The same energy you could make these politicians in the House with the president pass a bill to strengthen our democracy is the same energy it's going to take to change the constitution. There's nothing you're going to suggest that's going to be for the people that they would do. So we shouldn't be caught up on the process of things that we haven't done right yet. We have to concentrate on what we're talking about. We don't want that election rigged anymore. That's it. And once you stop rigging that election, then we're gonna get the fresh crop of Nigerians who are gonna do those things, do political party based on ideology. That's not what we're talking about. If we talk about something, people they talk about something else. What does it take to guess that Tinubu is gonna rig the election and win again? Doesn't take that much imagination. That's status quo. If we let him, he's gonna rig the election. What does it take to predict that Buhari is going to rig the election? Nothing. Of course, he wants to rig it and he's going to try to rig it. So those of us who go by faith, we're talking with optimism, knowing that we have a mighty God. It's not time for Peter Obi or anybody who won the election to take its place. It's not time. God's time is the best. There's a reason why. But nobody should doubt that we don't have an awesome God. We do. We have an awesome country. We have awesome people. But the timing apparently is not there yet. We can't force it, but we have to speak the truth here and everywhere. The same way I'm here, so I'm everywhere else. It has nothing to do with anybody. So when we're not here sometime, don't forget, we are good is going to triumph over evil. Every time. We're going to win. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, everybody, and have a good night.
All right. Thank you so much, Oga, Mr. Pansat. The word that we are going to win, that's what I hope for, but when? That's what I'll be asking. Obviously, I know that we'll win. Nigeria will become better somehow, someday, but when? I want this to happen in our time, and a lot of people have been fighting even before us, for a reason best known to them, they didn't succeed. But look where we are today. Nothing is working. But hopefully, we are going to win.
Well, Mr. Davis, I'm sorry. Could I say something on that? Just 2 seconds.
Yes, sir.
We're making progress. We just don't notice it. Some of it is incremental. There was a time, not 10 years ago, somebody who got killed in Anambra State. It would have cost Igbos to be killed in the north. That's no longer the case. We're making very good incremental progress. The answer to your question is God's time is the best. If it's this 2027, we'll do it. If we can't do it, then let God decide what we do. We're going to work hard. That's the only thing we owe ourselves is to work hard and do the right thing. It will happen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what we are doing now. We're putting in the effort, coming out every day, talking about what is affecting us in our country every single day. It's not an easy job at all. We are still looking forward to the big as Nigeria. Do you guys know that they say we are 200 million, right? Let's work with that figure. Big as Nigeria, we are the only one doing it every single day. What happened if we were having extra 49 that make it the 50 figure that I've been talking about coming out every day? Big as Nigeria, we are the only one every single day. We are the only one. You see, even when some people have accused us, oh, maybe we are doing it because of the money, but they could not come out to do the same thing because of money. Or they swear for you, say you don't like money. Do it. Speak. So that's why we are doing what we are doing. I applaud myself, my wonderful panelists, callers, commenters, and my consecrated spectators. Because I'm still, they drive past social media, they look for a platform, we say, they talk every day. Although we have lots of them talking, but it's once in a while. I'm talking about every day. Every day. Make we do them. It's not
Mr.
there.
Elvis.
And that is why the government are not taking us serious.
Mr. Elvis, sorry, sir.
Yes.
For because of what Mr. Pansa said, this would say in 2027, if we not get, we will leave it for God. Mr. Pansa, you there, US institution, they work. Things they work. No be God they from heaven do. We have to put our voice now. He go work. These people are few politicians. We have the power, but the ability, who will bear the cat? It's our problem in Nigeria.
Anyway, Thank you.
Sorry. Pastor said we need to work harder. He made that statement. So that it is what he's saying, what you are saying, the same thing.
No, but anyway, let's just move on. Thank you. I don't want that.
Is the God side. He said 2027 will leave it for God if you no work out. That is the area I just come in. No verse, I beg. That was the thing I heard. I don't know if I.
Exactly. What if Black Panther they add now is not even aligning. What is saying? Even
What's I talk now? I say all we owe is to work hard and work harder. Then if it doesn't work, as long as we're doing the right thing, working very hard. I quoted earlier that faith without work is dead, and that's a given. I understand what he's saying, but we are not going to diminish God's work. That is the spiritual part of it. Without it, why even bother, right? Without God, we cannot do anything. That's I know that this is religion now, but the point is that faith without work is dead. James 2:14-26. We could read that there. Thank you.
Mr. Pansat. But Organaja was sorry. I disagree this one with you. I know it's your own opinion. God don't design. Have you ever gone to Mercedes-Benz to come and say they forget to put something inside the equipment? He don't give us this power. As you carry your car from factory, they drive and they go. They don't forget the thing. God fix you, put lumps, put everything. I go chop, toilet, put. The same way carry Nigeria give us. More will wake up. Not be only us get God. US need God. Canada need God. We go feed God.
Thank you. Excuse me, please. We need to move on now. Thank you. This is not a continuous. I talk, the other one must talk. But I would like to add this to it to cement it up. That yes, Mr. Pastor calling for God, I can't blame him. That's his opinion. But for me, I disagree because every country that we all are living today, where we find our comfort, not be God help them build their country. So Nigeria, I understand this has become a culture to us all. We have to call God. Now only God go help Nigeria. Not be only God. God don't remove your hand for our matter because say we are ourselves the citizens. We have problem. So let's do what we can do to have a better country. Now God bless them people. Come to the end of the broadcast. I appreciate every one of you right there. Those of you that came to the panel today, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Thank you, Oga Alabo. Thank you, Mr. Panzer. Thank you, Black Panther. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. And those of you that called into the show today, Mr. Alex, I think it's only Mr. Alex that called in today. Yeah. Thank you very much, my brother, for calling in earlier on. Thanks for your submission. Then I appreciate everyone right there on the comment section. Nobody buy me coffee today anyway, but that's fine. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Mother for all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mother Stella. God bless you, man. I appreciate you. Susu, I can see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patience Egan Rowa. Thank you, Peggy Muddy. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the membership all the time. May God bless you, ma. Then I have again, quickly. Evisodaro, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Pato, thank you. Oga Gabriel, thank you. Honorable Sam Emovon, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Brown Igbinoba, thank you. And everyone right there, Delaja Ogumbi, thank you very much. I don't see you say general since. Thank you, Love Maduka, and many of you right there. Now go bless you now. Please help also press on the like button before you leave. Copy the link and take with you as we go so that our voices, all that we've submitted today, can go far. I appreciate every one of you, my people. We've done our part today. Let's continue from where we stop tomorrow. Take care. Good night and bye for now.
That's right.
If young barrel not yet